The ultimate test of this fucking loadout. Here we go. Budget build rules. I'm underlined. So the rules of the budget build. Let's have a chat about these. So what kind of rules are we looking at? The reason why I put rules is so we can base the builds either of equal value or of similar performance. So in a lot of cases, it's one or the other. You either choose performance, like across the board, or you choose value. So when I say performance, I mean things like suppressed, long range scope, one time scope, whatever, you know. So under 100k, sub 100k, level 2 traders. So level 2 traders and flea. So use the flea or the traders. Whatever supply is better should always win for budget. Realistically, agreed. However, not everyone's got max traders. So, you know what I mean? There needs to be some controls. So if you guys remember back to science at school, whenever you did an experiment, there were controls. There were like control points to make it a fair test. So controls are the rules, essentially. Okay, so our rules here are the controls, like the control factors. Remember, guys, that it wants to be a versatile build as well. So like a versatile, useful build. We need something that we can use at 100 meters and then use at 25 meters. An AKM with BP. That's not a bad suggestion, Dead Seal. If you put the RPK, the BT rounds go for under 300 rubles on the flea. I mean, I hadn't enforced that rule. Go for 120k, then if it's weapon, mods, mags, ammo, 80k left for armor, helmet, pack, so total 200k loadout. 80,000 rubles on armor, helmet, and a pack. 150k on a weapon for me is budget. 200k on a weapon for me is fairly budget. Do you know what I mean? So, again, let me put this in the rules. Everyone has a different definition of budget. Okay, very important that we all understand this. Okay. I think the first weapon we're going to go for is the RPK. I think, based off of what everyone said, it's going to be flea. It's going to be purely on the flea. All right. Let's see how we get on. Let's start a build and we'll go from there. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's open up a build and then we'll see what we got from there. Right. It's so hard, man. It's so hard. Tough crowd. Everyone wants the best gear and the best stats, but for the least money. 62.71, guys. We're going to try and keep this as cheap as possible. First of all, obviously, we're going to need some magazines. I think the most budget option, realistically, is going to be these. I know you lose out on one ergo, but these magazines are super cheap and they are incredibly available. So the VPG is really, really nice for some extra ergonomics, right? And it's really cheap and it's available from level 1. Yeah? So it's level 1. Spending money, or rather not skimping out on your site, is incredibly important. However, my choice on sites is very, very limited because of the sensitivity issue. Realistically, there's only 3 sites that I would use. Hammer. Well, 2. Hammer and a 1x. Cobra or whatever. So that's where this is going to get expensive. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the hammer is like the same cost as the weapon. You can't have budget build with a hammer. So this takes us back to what we were speaking about before. Last time we did a budget build when we used the MDR 556, we put on a suppressor and a hammer scope. That suppressor and that hammer sight allowed us to kill PMCs from far away without being detected. Now, you might argue that if I had allowed MDR with a one-time scope, like a Cobra or something like that, if I'd allowed MDR with the one-times, I would never have gotten those kills in the first place. I would never have been as effective as I was. And you could argue that I may even have died if I had, a sight that A, I wasn't comfortable with, or B, I couldn't get the long-range shots with. The concept of budget is relative to how much money you make and how combat effective you are with that platform. Does that make sense? Well, I'm spending a bit more for this site. But number one, I can actually use this sight. And number two, I can engage from far away. Whereas before, I wouldn't be able to do that. RK4 instead of the VPG is from Skier level 2. The RK4. 3 less ergo, but 3 better recoil. Yeah, all right. So what we're looking at then, 5868. 5868 with the 4 times. We've got a laser and a light, little foregrip and stuff. All right. So we'll, I reckon this is a good little platform to build off of. All right, so we'll go for, let's go for RPK budget 1. Okay, this is our first budget RPK build. Okay, find the parts with the flea. We can remove a lot of these because it comes with. So don't get too excited about the price for now. Okay, so you're looking at 118,000 for this RPK. And to be honest, majority of this is flea. It's only skier level 2 for the RK4. I'd say that's probably about right. Paying 10k extra for the black Alcan. Ah, yeah. So the tan one is actually cheaper as well. All right. So delete everything that we don't need to buy because the weapon actually comes with majority of this, right? Okay, 107. Yeah, there you go. It's a bit better, isn't it? Let's do this. Let's buy the weapon. And do this. Do this. There we go. Okay, you want to go for BT ammo as the budget option? All right, we're looking what, 200? Ooh, 200 rounds. So it's 24,000 plus 24,000. Ah, you fucker. Yeah, it's going up in price now. I swear you guys are fucking flea sniping me. Alright, I don't know how much we spent there, but it was about... So we've got 180 rounds for like 60k, 50k or so. Problem is there, we don't have any spare ammo. So let's add another 60 rounds on top of that. So another 60 rounds at the price that it's going for right now. 17k. Alright, so we'll add that on to this. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Sensitivity is crazy as well. I don't know what we heard a minute ago. Ah. Scab boss. Yeah. Reshala. Here we go. So, the ultimate test. Excuse me. The ultimate test of this fucking loadout. Okay. Oh, the rain as well. Come on, bruh. I think this is arguably the worst way to engage the scab boss as well. Oh shit, one sec. Oh, sorry about that. More stuff.
What you got there?
Okay. Guess he thought I was dead. How the fuck did we get away with that? PMC's here as well by the sounds of things. That's Reshala. Looks like they were facing this way. That's Ada. They're shooting at something, but I don't know what. But yeah, that was Reshala. He was looking... He was like facing here. It's kind of weird. I was going to say that's not AI. Yeah, here we go. Fucking player scavs everywhere, dude. Jeez Louise. He's there, I think. Yeah, he is. It's another player scav. Is this a fucking scav army? Oh boy. 4 player scavs. No, that's 4 player scavs. You're right. We killed the player scav that ran over by the pipe. We killed 3 player scavs here. And there's a dude running around out the back. And I'm fairly certain all the scav boss is dead out the back there as well. This is chaos. Why is there so many player scavs, bro? That was Scav Boss. I think that was a Zavodskoy. Alright, let's see if we can get the Labs key card or whatever Reshala's got. But the loot. I'm a snake.
I'm a snake.
He's behind me. Player scav, but I don't know if it was the one that went in previously. Exactly. Exactly. That is exactly why we moved. Just in case the worst happens, guys, found and raid Blackrock, power supply, Alton, a number of other goodies as well. 63 rounds of APSX, AK-102, which is a gunsmith gun, as well as some nice little juicy bits as well. It might even have 995 in the magazine. Fuel conditioner, meds, bolts, found in raid, golden TT. Yeah, so we've got a lot of nice things. Alright guys, let's have a look at what we got. That was a nice little run.
Fuck, you're good.
Jeez Louise, what a raid. Okay, so that's the result of our budget run. Mind crawl. So what do we get then? So, we've got Reshala and a Zavodskoy. Okay, we've got Reshala and a Zavodskoy. Which doesn't sound that impressive on its own, but when you account for the situation that we were in, we were solo, and we were surrounded by scav players. I'm fairly certain it was a 4-man scav army. We killed 5 player scavs. Oh hi, I see you've reached the end of the video. Thank you very much indeed. And for that, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Monday to Friday, for around 6 to 8 hours a day, we stream over on Twitch, twitch.tv/DanExert. If you want to come and help us out with some great ideas for the channel, please feel free. Looking forward to seeing you there.